Okay, so what we're going to do for chapter 4, we're going to convert from radians and degrees. Now, DMS stands for degree, minutes, and seconds. Okay, so let me show you some of the conversion ratios. Degrees we already know how to work, but so 1 degree is equal to 60 minutes. Okay, so that's 1 degree is equal to 60 minutes. And the conversion factor for that would be 1 degree over 60 minutes or 60 minutes over 1 degree. Now what that means is, now if this measurement here is equal to 1 degree, a minute would be 1/6. If I were to take that slice of pizza and slice it up into 60 small slices, that would be 1 minute. Now, if I were to take that 1 minute, 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. And so it's very similar to time. In fact, that's where our time is based on loosely, right? And so that conversion factor, actually, let's write this in a different color so you know that it's a different conversion factor. Wow. We'll write it over here. 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. So you would say 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds, or 60 seconds is equal to 1 minute. Does that make sense? Now, when you're drawing a circle on a piece of paper, very rarely will you deal with minutes and seconds. But if Mr. Adams were to work for NASA, for example, and I wanted to calculate like a rocket going to the moon, 1 minute, 1 second of measure can make a big difference as to where that rocket ends up because of the distance, because it's so far away. Remember, we said that our I subtends the distance of the moon, what was it, like a half a degree. It was like 0.53 degrees was our estimation. So that's a half a degree, or 30 seconds, or 30 minutes, right? So it's smaller. So for example number 1, what they want us to do is convert 37.425 degrees to DMS. Degrees, minutes, and seconds. Well, the degree part we have down. It's 37 degrees, right? We know that. My smart board is not so smart today. I got to figure out what's wrong with it. Okay? But now I have 0.425 degrees, so I need to convert that to minutes seconds. So if I say 0.425 degrees, well, how many degrees are there in a minute? Well, we need to multiply this by the conversion factor of 1 degree per 60 minutes. Okay? When we do that, we get 25.5. In other words, if I just take my calculator and I multiply 0.425 times 60, whoops, 0.425, oh, this is frustrating, 0.425 times 60, I get 25.5. So this becomes 25.5 minutes, right? Because technically the degrees cancel. So right now I'm at 37 degrees, 25 minutes, and then I have to convert this 0.5 minutes. So to convert the 0.5 minutes, this is the next thing I do. I'm going to say 0.5 minutes times 1 minute is equal to what? 60 seconds. which is, what's half of 60? 30. You say, well, I don't know, Mr. Adams. Well, I'll show you. 0.5 times, 0.5 times 60. It's 30. So that's equal to 30 seconds because the minutes cancel. So then lastly, I put 30 seconds. Okay? And that's it for the first one. That's how you convert from degrees to DMS. Okay? So that's degrees Now, what if they give us DMS and we want to convert to degrees? Well, that's not that hard. What if they say 42 degrees, 24 minutes, and 36 seconds? Well, we know this is right. That's 42. So we say 42 point, whoops, it's a little goofy, point plus 24 over 60 degrees, and then plus 36 over 3600. Now, that formula of putting the minutes over 60, that's just because we have 60 minutes in 1 degree, and if we were to convert it, we would end up dividing by 6. And then because we have 60 seconds and 60 minutes in a degree, that's where the 60 times 60 comes from on this last one here. So this is how we would solve that. So your minutes always goes over 60, and your seconds always go over 3600. Now, if we plug that in a calculator, I would say 42 plus, comma, for parentheses, 24 divided by 60, close parentheses, plus what was it, 36? Was it 36? Yeah. Divided by 3600. When I hit enter, it'll give me a decimal. 42.41. Something wrong with my smartboard right here in the middle of the board. 42.41 degrees. That's the answer.